There we go. Now we're recording. So, Facing's presented with that was so great. I'm not even mad that we didn't record that. That was just for me. Those who are listening, that was for me. That was beautiful. That was fucking awesome. All right, but Facing would want to inquire about the three books that this old one speaks of, along with the identity, or at least the being pointed in the direction of the next Demon King.
Yes, you are correct. You know that there is a price for all of this.
There we go.
Yeah, this will come to be paid someday. The book made of a wish, the newest one. A wish ill thought. A wish for power. Yours sits in the hands of one who has mothered chaos. Of a wish of a being who contains much of that chaos. One in your party has recently been in the presence but did not know that importance of this home. Perhaps he will know more in days to come. A book that travels. It has been abroad in the land since the death of the last Demon King. It gathers the evils. It gathers the anger, the sloth, the lust, the sins of the world. It encodes it in its pages. It holds it. It is traveling yet, still specked with the blood of the last who held it, the one who tried to divine its secrets. In the hands of a man who sold his soul to the Demon King's armies. The last book. This book is shrouded. But it is near. I can feel it through the shrouding presence. It is kept safe within walls, within walls, within walls. Within walls carved from that surrounding it. It is close to where your party is now. These three are powerful. The Demon King will want them. The Demon King will use them. Without them, he is not whole. Ask.
Wanting to know the location of where they are, how to recognize them, comprehensible image in my brain that I could use to kind of locate them myself.
One is in a place of lawlessness and death, worth your fellow creatures are bought and sold for high prices, for low prices, for no price at all. Some are worth nothing, some are worth much. I see a ship. I see your counterparts. Those who have traveled parallel to you, sowing chaos, grabbing power where they might. You will know them soon. One of you has known them in recent days. They have not yet left where they once were.
Where were they just were? I'm gonna say this in all honesty. I'm also envisioning that the tentacles and like the slithering feeling, like I'm starting to get a little antsy at this point. Because I know that this is a lot of knowledge that I'm not going to be able to retain and recite properly to the party.
Which is why you're recording it.
I know, but I'm also saying this now for facing too. Thankfully, there's a spell to do this.
Widen and then come together into one, almost like portal, and you can see what looks like a pirate city. It looks like it's dark there. There is a tall man with long, dreadlocked hair. There is the red or purple skin, pink, or skin is pink.
Okay.
Tiefling looking woman, but you can recognize that she looks more like that incubus that you had met before. So you think she might be something akin to a succubus?
Yeah.
You see a petite elven woman with dark hair. And you see kind of off, and this one's actually a little hard to see. This one's a little more shadow than the others. But as you're looking through this portal, she's walking away from the group, and you see her, like, the face turn, almost like she's looking through the window. And just like that, the eyes separate again. And they look out past you.
I'm gonna be taking the time I can to be basking in this presence and kind of soak it all in, try to get myself as back to grounded as I could, and then try to think of what else I could even ask this thing. Is there anything that I should ask that my party would want to know? Is the question that I would choose to ask it when being asked, what do I want to know? Like, any information that I could pass on to my party, what should I tell them? I'm a conduit for what needs to be known.
There is destruction imminent. There are many forces moving against you. The odds are not in your favor. Should you try and face this in battle, facing, none may remain standing. You must use what resources you have. Look within. Look at what you can do. Look at what you have gathered in your travels. You facing, in one hand you hold a wish, in the other a dagger. Both may be used, both may be needed. Which you will lead with? The one is facing impossible odds. The one who is facing impossible choices. Which ones will overcome? Which ones will roll through you? Which ones will you prevent? Those paths are unclear. But in facing me now, I may offer another choice, another path, another thread bent, but not cut. The eyes form into a portal again. It's bright, but it doesn't illuminate anything around you. There is another world. One you were pulled from. One who speaks of you. In the portal, you see a group of familiar adventurers. They appear to be fighting across a fiery hellscape. One who wonders what becomes of you. One that may need your aid in escaping what they will be facing. One who might drown in the fires of hell. The voice becomes soft. You may join them right now. I can make this happen. You need not face what horrors are to come in this world that is not your own. Trouble, despair, the loss of life, of yours, of others. This choice lies behind for you facing.
I'm gonna be glancing through the portal, acknowledging those on the other side, whether I acknowledge them from instances similar to this or another. I'm gonna be wanting the urge to go through and at least like see if I can't like trace my fingernail along the edge of the portal. You know, kind of like, you know how like you're like skimming, like say there's a waterfall, you're like skimming your finger across the edge of it.
The arm that does not have the wound on it, you feel something release,
Yeah,
and you are able to reach up and touch the portal.
yeah.
You almost feel a sense of anticipation in the air
Oh, I
as
do.
you do so.
Yeah. I'd like to, but I'm gonna turn to it and not be as sarcastic as I would be sounding, I guess, right now over the mic, but I'd convey the fact that I've had a habit of not following through on a lot of things, and I'm trying to do that. So I want to see this through, whether I make it through or not, whether this world survives or not. I at least want to say that I finished something.
Be it. And the portal turns into the two eyes. But this time it looks like they're focusing on you. They're seeing you. One more question. I will give an answer in a parting word. What would you know? Ask.
I hate it because there's 7 different questions I want to ask you in all honesty. But I only want to ask one. I could, but 7 was also just a random stabbing at our guest. There's probably one in front of that. Facing's constantly like he's never calculated so much faster. Like imagine the one bit where it's SpongeBob and it's inside of his head in the brain, and there's a bunch of smaller versions of him running around in an office that's on fire. Like there's the I have so many questions. Yeah, there's so many things I recall my party wanting to know. There's so many things that I want to gather and comprehend. There's so much knowledge I want to gather from this and return to the party. But in this moment, being presented with the option, nothing else really comes to mind apart from, like, I'm still trying to process what was said to me. You know what I mean? It's one of those, wow, this is a lot to take in, and also, what else do I want to take in? I'm imagining at this point I begin to get a bit overloaded in the sense of what else do you think I should ask?
You almost feel like something's brushing over the surface of your mind
Yeah.
and trying to almost still everything racing inside of it. Stop. is important. The star will reach you 5 weeks from today.
Fine.
You do not have much time. You do not have many options. A wish in one hand, a dagger in the other. Remember, facing, that those are important. Wishes are often not kind, but sometimes they are all that we have. One travels towards the moving city. One is sitting in the north. One is in the hands of your counterparts. Remember, facing. These things will meet. You will meet them. They will meet at a place, at a time where the star will come to you. And if it does, only bigger things may be of worry. But few things are larger than this. You think I speak in riddles? Not. Things are unknowable. Some things are to be known. Remember, that wound will not heal, facing. The wish will be granted. And one has many wishes at their fingertips. One has a scroll containing something almost as large as the star. All these will meet in one place. You may not be able to face them all, but at the very least, you can make it better. And sometimes, that's all one can wish for. The odds are not good, facing. The odds are not good.
This whole time that this dark entity's been distilling this knowledge into me, I'm kind of finding myself in this head trance to where there's, as the words are spoken, it's like there's an image that flashes in his brain where it's like just an image that's referenced and linked some way, shape, or form to the word spoken. Like it's so, like facing's own little Morse code or kind of way to like make sure the knowledge sticks. And more specifically, when the word better was spoken, a tiefling is going to flash in front of facing's mindset during that time. And then there's going to be a single tear that kind of rolls down his cheek.
It is not too late, facing, on either side of the portal. But I can wait a little longer. Face me again when the time comes. And the eyes slowly close. And at that moment, you feel a snap and you just pull back and you are racing through the air. It's pulling at you. Gravity is just making you its bitch. You are being pulled back. And you are landing in the snow.
Am I acknowledging, or am I able to be, I'm not like knocked out or anything where it's, am I able to sense, or after, I don't know, letting out a comical sigh or some shit, coming back to reality, acknowledging where I am, like would I be able to sense that Aylin's door was around?
All right. When you are able to open your eyes again, because you were mocking it, your arm starts to burn
Yeah.
more than it ever has before.
Even during the
And-
return flight home.
Even during the return
Okay,
flight home, as
okay.
soon as that
Thing yoinked me and
tentacle
fucked with me. Yeah.
released your arm,
Yeah.
the pain came back.
I got
twice
goosebumps.
as sharp
I'm
as it
tearing
had
up.
before.
This was dope as shit. This is dope.
Because you had forgotten how much it hurt, and all of
Yeah.
a sudden it's just there again. And
Holy
it's like
shit.
needles plunging into the flesh of your arm. You can plunge it into the snow, might help.
Yeah, maybe.
But as you look up, you see a door standing in a barren field.
When I put the hand in the snow to try to quell the burning sensation, is there like a hissing sensation? Is it as hot as I'm imagining it to be, and it's actually physically reacting with the snow, or is it just all in my head? Or would I be able to? You know what I mean? Like, is there some
yeah, it
kind
does.
of
It
acknowledgement?
melts
or
a little as it comes in contact. Like it melts faster.
Okay, it
As
is
though
in
it's,
fact
like,
giving off a heat. I can deduce that
feverish,
it's physically
yeah.
giving off a real heat.
Yeah. So it does help a little bit with the
Mhm.
freezing cold, but you get the feeling you probably shouldn't leave it in there too long.
No, what I'll do is
For,
I'll probably get up off the snow if I'm imagining that I didn't land like a dope ass superhero. I either landed on my ass or I landed stomach first. Either way, I'll be getting up off the ground but taking a big handful of snow and kind of just standing there brushing myself off with the hand that's burning. I'll just use that to like brush off the rest of my body and then take what's in my other hand full of snow, place that on the wound, and just kind of mentally process. Somebody just be staring into the ground of like what's being said, like little flashbacks and tidbits of what was bestowed upon me knowledge-wise before being thrust back down to this crust of an earth. I don't know how to process this, and more importantly, or more stressfully, I'm not too sure how I'm gonna relay this information accurately. And Facing's low-key kind of stressing out that the ability to convey the message. Like he can do it. It's just he's beginning to like process. All right, how am I gonna tell them and like go through various like he's gonna start going down his rabbit holes of all right, how can I tell them and have imaginary conversations to try to figure it out.
Yeah.
I don't care. Go away. Go away. Go away. Sorry, she came
I
down
just
and
hear a
delivered the
little
pizza.
whisper.
She's like, Aylin's super intelligent. And I'm like, that's great, yeah, but I feel that was fucking cool. That was only 20 minutes, but that felt like an hour and a half. Holy shit, Trish. That was cool.
Thanks.
That was fucking awesome.
I worked pretty hard on that.
That was really, really fucking cool. I got goosebumps, and so many times your shit lined up with the audio, even after my bullshit malfunction with the audio, and pausing it separately. Like whatever that slid into place like a key. That was dope. Thank you. That gave me goosebumps. That was cool as shit.
You're welcome. I'm glad we had this little mini session.
Absolutely.
I did something similar with Mother Goose at one point.
That's good. That's great. I very much look forward to being able to convey this message and have Facing fuck it up every step of the way.
Okay, so now out of my own curiosity,
Yes.
what did you get out of that?
What I got was that
This is
there
completely
was...
above table.
Yes, of course, of course. Should you actually, you know what? Here, you know what? I am going to end this from the recording